A California appeals court denying Harvest Rock Church and Harvest International Ministries the right to be able to worship without restrictions. We're going to get into the details before we go any further, guys. If you enjoy my daily content here on YouTube and you'd like to help and support to the channel, you can do so for as little as $5 a month over at patreon.com/conservativetruth. That link in the description gets you access also to over 20 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get alerted for anything that goes up on Patreon, unlike YouTube, where you won't get all the notifications. So when you get done watching me here, browse back to check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, let's talk about Harvest Rock Church and Harvest International Ministries. It was back in July when they sued California and the governor, I guess we have to call him the governor, right? Gavin Newsom, for the worship restrictions that were being put on these churches. Now, there's over 162 different campuses here for Harvest Rock across the state. And, well, these restrictions, we're going to limit them in, as far as their attendance goes, and they weren't having that whatsoever. Now, they brought this to the appeals court. They ruled against the church 2-1. This was made up of a 3-judge panel here on the Ninth Circuit. But the one dissent was very telling because it wasn't unanimous, and that's good. And even though they still lost this appeal, and they're being represented by Liberty Counsel, who said that, they're going to continue marching on with this. They had filed an emergency injunction. The appeals court said, no, it's not happening, but now they're going to be proceeding still with a preliminary injunction. They're not going to give up on this yet. They know that the Constitution is being violated here, but what the panel of judges said was that they don't believe that Harvest Rock is being treated unfairly. In fact, they believe they're being treated like any other business out there is, but we know this is not the case. They try to compare them to other secular businesses across the state, and they said that, well, there's the same restrictions on other businesses just like there is churches, but that is not the case, because if you look at the counties where worship is really restricted at, well, in those same counties, you have other businesses that are allowed to be open. They don't have, caps on, amount of people that can be allowed inside of a building. Nothing like that whatsoever. They're able to maintain and continue on with business as usual. It's only the churches that are being told that they're more of the higher risk. And that was said by California in the very beginning when this whole thing first started. They were put on, the extremely high risk list as far as one of the last businesses that would be able to be open. As far as this whole corona thing goes, because they looked at them as, the big spreaders. But we know the only reason that they did this is because that this governor has been looking to do whatever he can to try and silence the church. He wants to keep these churches shut down. He wants to keep the attendance limited as much as he possibly can. And you know what? Some are putting up with it, some are not. You look at Pastor John MacArthur over at Grace Community Church. He's not putting up with this at all. In fact, he's been holding full church services every week with over 1,000 people in attendance, and he doesn't care what the courts have to say about it, what the governor has to say about it. So, Harvest Rock is now in this situation where, they're in the appeals court situation now, but, they're kind of trying to play by the rules as much as they can, and some people don't want them to. They want them, just continue, hold your services as you normally would, with as many people as you want. Don't put any caps, nothing like that. Don't give in to the government. So a lot of that going on right now. Some people are divided on that issue. But what do you guys think? You could let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think about the appeals court decision here not granting Harvest Rock or Harvest International Ministries the right for an emergency injunction against these restrictions on worship services? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.